Good morning, class. How are you today? We will have our new lesson in mathematics. Are you ready? Let's start. Our lesson for today is about how to record favorable outcomes in a simple experiment like tossing a coin, spinning a wheel, etc. Are you ready, class? Let's start. Once again, good morning, grade 4 Aguila class. What's new? What's new that you like to know? Let us start. Are you excited? I have here colored balls in the storage box. We'll be having a simple experiment and record the results in the experiments that we are going to do. And the results of this experiment is called the outcomes. But before that, let us first count number of balls. Are you ready? What we are going to do first is that we have to count the number of colored balls. First, the blue one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let us have to write here the expected outcome is 4. So meaning to say that if you are going to get the blue balls, the expected outcome is that you are going to get 4 blue balls. Okay, next. The yellow balls, let us count. 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 yellow balls. So the expected outcome that you can get the yellow balls is 3. Okay, next. The pink one. Pink balls. 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 pink balls. And then the next one, the green balls. 1, 2, 3. So there are also 3 green balls. And the last one, the orange balls, we have 1, 2, 3. So there are also 3 orange balls. So that is the expected outcome. So we are going to pour it back here in the storage box. And then we are going to mix it. So as we recorded 4 times the blue balls, how many times are we going to pick the blue balls? It is 4 times. So we recorded it 4. So how about the orange balls? How many times that we recorded it? 3. There are 3 orange balls. How about the yellow ones? There are 3. So the outcomes that you are going to pick, the yellow balls is 3. So how about the pink one? We recorded also 4. Is it 4? No, it is 3. So you can pick it 3 times. No, the possible outcome that you are going to pick, the pink one is 3, and the last one is the green one, which is also 3. Got it, class? An experiment is a task or activity that is done where results are observed and recorded, such as what scientists do in the laboratory. But experiment can be simply done too. It can be done in the house. The results in the experiment are called outcomes. Outcomes in an experiment should be recorded to validate the results. And that, what are we going to do? We have to conduct a simple experiments in which we are going to record that experiment. Look at these dice. What have you observed? Let us see. This time, consider a regular dice like this one. How many outcomes are possible if you roll these dice? What are these outcomes? In this experiment, there are 6 outcomes. Why? The outcomes are getting a face with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 dots. Why? Because there are 6 faces in the dots. So that's why there are 6 possible outcomes that you can get if you roll these dice. What is it? Let us try to find more. Let us have some experiments. Recording of outcome is important in an experiment because it helps you verify whether your result is consistent or not. Below are some other simple experiments. Identify the possible outcomes that can be observed. Record your data on the table below. So, experiment and what are the expected outcomes. First one, getting composite number from 1 to 20. Getting composite numbers from 1 up to 20. So we are going to identify what are the composite number. And what is a composite number? Composite numbers are numbers which are having 3 or more factors. Okay, let us identify the composite numbers. So 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, and 20. Okay, let us count. Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 11 composite numbers. So the expected outcomes in getting composite numbers from 1 to 20 is 11. Number 2, obtaining prime numbers from 1 up to 15. So we are going to find out what are the prime number. But what is a prime number? A prime number is a number which have only 2 factors, 1 and itself. Okay, let us see. We have 1, 2. 2 is the only even number which is a prime number because it has only 2 factors, 1 and itself, that is 1 and 2. We have 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. Now let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the possible outcome that you can get from obtaining prime number from 1 up to 15 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 3, selecting primary colors in the color wheel. So what are the 3 primary colors that you have learned in your art subject? So what are they? We have red, yellow, and blue. So how many times are you going to spin the primary colors? So you have red, yellow, and you have the blue. So there are 3 times that you are going to spin the primary colors. So we have 3. Selecting primary colors in the color wheel, you have the expected outcomes is 3. Number 4, getting stars on the Philippine flag. But before that, how are you going to respect our Philippine flag? Do you love our Philippine flag? Of course, you are going to stand up if you hear the Philippine national song being sang. And you are going to put your hand on our heart if the Philippine flag is being sang also. And then if you are wearing a Boy Scout or Girl Scout uniform, you are going to salute our Philippine flag. So now, how many stars are in our Philippine flag? We have 1, 2, 3. So the possible outcome that you are going to get by in our Philippine flag is 3. So that's it, class. Very good. Getting stars on the Philippine flag, the expected outcomes is 3 also. And then the last one, choosing a vowel from the English alphabet. We are going to count only the vowel in this English alphabet. We have A as in apple, E as in elephant, I is for insect, we have O is for orange, and U is for umbrella. So how many? Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 vowels from the English alphabet. Choosing a vowel from the English alphabet, the expected outcomes is 5. So there you are. You have there the experiment and then the expected outcomes. So getting composite numbers from 1 to 20, your expected outcomes is 11. Obtaining prime number from 1 to 15, the expected outcomes is 7. Selecting primary colors in a color wheel, you have 3. Getting stars on the Philippine flag, you have 3. And then choosing a vowel from the English alphabet, you have 5. So that is only a simple experiment in which you are going to record the expected outcomes. So there you are, class. I hope that you learned something today. What's more? Would you like to know more? Okay, let us go further. Look at the balloons. Record the possible outcomes in each of the simple experiment below. List it in the table provided. So let us have the number 1, getting a yellow balloon. Now let us count the yellow balloons. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 yellow balloons. So number of possible outcomes, we have 4. And then the expected outcome, there are also 4 because there are 4 balloons. The next one, getting a green balloon. Let us count. 1, 2, 3. So the number of possible outcomes is 3. And then the expected outcome is also 3 because there are 3 balloons. And then getting a violet balloon. So how many violet are there? You have 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 violet balloons, and that is the number of possible outcomes. You have 4, and then the expected outcome is that you have also 4. Okay, next. How about the red balloons? So let us count. 1, 2. There are only 2 red balloons. So the expected outcomes or the possible outcomes is only 2, and then the expected one is 2 also. And then the last one, selecting a blue balloon. So how many balloons are there? How many blue? 1, 2. So there are also 2 like the red one. So we have 2, and we have also 2. What is your favorite colors? Okay, so some have their favorite color. Some have yellow and some is red. Okay, So, good job, class. What you have learned today, class? So you have learned that an experiment is a task or an activity that is done where results are observed and recorded, such as what scientists do in the laboratory. It produces computable results, example, throwing 2 dice, dealing cards, measuring heights of people, throwing coins, etc. So like in science, you always do an experiment. Also here in math, in predicting outcomes, in recording outcomes, you can also have a simple experiment like what we have today. Also, you have learned that the results in the experiment are called outcomes. So class, what do you call the results in the experiment? Yes, it is outcomes. Example, the numbers shown on the 2 dice. Sample space is the set of all possible outcomes from an experiment. What we have did a while ago, the set of all vowels, the set of consonants, the prime numbers, the composite numbers, the counting of the stars in the Philippine flag. So that is only a simple experiment, and then we record the outcomes. The recording of outcome is important in an experiment because it helps you verify whether your results is consistent or not. So that is why the recording of outcome is important, because this is how are you going to verify if your results is true or not. Got it, class? I have here a colored pebbles. So what we are going to do first is let us count the number of pebbles, and then you are going to write number of times that you are going to pick the number of colored pebbles here. Please prepare your paper and pencil so that you can record the number of pebbles that I will going to count. And then after that, I'll be showing to you the table and then write the number of pebbles that the possible outcomes or the expected outcomes that you are going to count. Okay, let us start. The blue pebbles. So I hope that you have your paper and pencils with you or ball pen. Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how many blue pebbles are there? There are 9. Okay, the next one, the white. Here is the white. Okay, let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are white pebbles. And then the next one, the red one. So these are the red. Let us count. 1, 2, 3. How many red pebbles are there? There are 3. Okay, very good. Then the next one, the violet. Violet. So let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many violet are there? There are 6. Okay, and then the last one is the color green. So let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So after that, you have there the pebbles. And then You are going to pick the pebbles and then record the number of times picked. So what are the possible outcomes that you are going to pick? The blue pebbles. And what are the possible outcomes that you are going to get? The white, or the expected outcome that you are going to pick the white pebbles. How about the red one? What is the expected outcome? How about the violet one? What are the expected outcome? And how about the green one? What is the expected outcome? So you are going to record this one in the table that I will be showing to you. Okay? So now let's try. So we are going to record your observations in the table below, the colored pebbles and then the number of times picked. So as what I have counted a while ago, what is the expected outcomes that you are going to pick the blue pebbles? So what is that? How many times that you are going to pick the blue pebbles? We have 9. Yes, very good. How about the white one? You have? Yes, 7. How about the red one? It's only 3. And how about the violet one? You have 6. And then the green one, you have 8. So that's it, class. That is how are you going to record your observations of the number of colored pebbles and then the number of times that you are going to pick the pebbles. Very good, class. Good job. Class, have you tried playing a paper airplanes? Of course, when you were still young, you have played a paper airplane. So what you are going to do now is put the colored paper airplanes in a box. Mix the airplanes in a box. Pick an airplane and record how many times you pick the color until no airplanes are left in the box. So I will give you a minute to answer the table. Okay, let us answer. The green one, how many greens are there? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the number of times that you are going to pick the airplanes are 4. How about the red one? 1, 2, 3. You have 3. How about the blue ones? You have 1, 2, 3 also. How about the yellow ones? You have 1, 2, 3. So the yellow ones are 3. So that is, class, that is a simple experiment that you are going to record your observations. Very good, class. Now you know now how to record your observations. This is only a simple experiment. For your performance tasks, draw a colored pencil as shown in the illustration. Put it in a box and shake the pencil. Pick any pencil and put it back once you record the outcome. Do the same 10 times and record your observation with reference on the table below. So you have there the colored pencils, red, blue, orange, green, violet, yellow, and pink. So you are going to draw as same as in the illustration and also the colored and the number of pencils. And then you have there the rubric. So what is a rubric? So you can get 5 points if it is complete and appropriate. You can get 4 points if minor omission or error. You can get 3 points if parts missing and or contain errors, and you have 2 most missing and or contain errors, and you have 1 all inappropriate. And then 0, no evidence of category. So that's it, class. That is for your performance tasks. That's all for today, class. I hope that you learned something. Take care and stay home. Study your lesson. Thank you. Goodbye. Once again, I am Teacher Rose saying, work as no one is watching, as it is your calling. Goodbye, kids. See you soon.